A certain flavor has been passed down from generation to generation for thousands of years. It is no secret, yet few people know of it. It's a flavor that doesn't only live in food. It belongs to history, family, and promise. It is an ancient flavor rooted in the story of man, the bridge between heaven and earth. It is the flavor of life.
Hi, I'm Farhi, and we're going to be preparing today a very traditional Friday night dinner called chicken and potatoes, Maudeh, patate. Traditionally, this is made with chicken and potatoes that are fried in cubes, and it can be made with other accompaniments, either peas or mushrooms. We're using peas today. So we're going to go in here with a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of allspice. These are the traditional spices that are used, and some salt. This is olive oil. You could use any oil. So I'm going to put that right now into our oven. So again, we're going to go in with the same spices as before. Cinnamon and allspice. Not only Jewish cooking, but in all the Oriental cooking, they use cinnamon and allspice. We're going to add a little bit of consommé, just a little bit, a tiny spoon of it, and some oil. So we said we're not going to be frying the potatoes, but we are going to be oven roasting them. So it's the same spice profile again. A little bit of cinnamon, allspice. Obviously, if you want to fry it, you're going to only put on salt. I'm going to add a little bit of salt over the top. Okay, so now this is going to go into the oven, and we'll wait until it gets nice and brown. So I'm going to put the peas on one side. We're going to add the potatoes. And you can see that these potatoes are nice and crispy and delicious. And it sounds kind of counterintuitive to put them in together with the chicken because they're going to get mushy, but they really don't get mushy because they were fried, even though it was oven fried. And then we're going to add some juice and let this cook. You see, I've kept it separate so that when we plate it, for those people who don't like their food mixed, it's separate. So here's what we're going to put in the oven. So I'm going to add the spices and mix them up. I'm just doing it in the same container that I had my peas in. So we minimize the number of pots and dishes that we have to clean. And this is a great thing. You don't have to have the whole Syrian repertoire to have it as a beautiful Shabbat meal. I put a little bit of tomato sauce in it. It doesn't need a lot, but gives it a nice coloring. I'm going to add also a little bit of that consommé. And we're going to pour this all over the top. The reason that a lot of people like to flip it is because the chicken is so soft and juicy that it sometimes could fall apart. But here we go, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll put these yummy, browned, delicious potatoes around it on one side. Anyway, this is a beautiful dish that is not only pretty to look at, but also delicious to eat.